Hi guys, Sydney here. I've been so excited to film this video all week. I've been planning it. But today I did a 90s inspired, really grungy aesthetic look that I'm really happy with. I just did a super glossy smoked out eye with a JLo wedding planner inspired lip. And I really love how it came out. I hope you guys like it as well. If you want to know how to do this look, please keep watching. Okay, fair warning guys, my dog is probably going to be walking around a lot. She's right over here and she has so much energy. She just needs to constantly be pacing. So you're going to be hearing her footsteps a lot through this video. So fair warning, I already prepped my skin, so I think we should just go ahead and start with our base. First I'm going to start off with is some strobe cream, of course, because I really love the glow to the skin. And we're just going to add that. So next I'm going to be adding in my Studio Fix Fluid in NC15. I do like a little bit of coverage just because I do have a lot of redness on my cheeks. So next I do like to go with a cream bronzer, so I am going to go with the Makeup Forever. This is that palette I showed in my last video. It's I like to mix between these two shades. I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever brush. This is the 144 brush. I do like to go with a foundation brush to pack that right into the skin, really blend it out. So I am going to go with the Maybelline concealer, and this is in, I think, their lightest shade 5, which is Ivory. Because I really do love a nice highlight. I like to transfer whatever is left on the sponge to the eyelid just so I don't have to put an eye primer on. So now I'm just going to go with the Mercier translucent powder. And I'm going to go in with the 122 brush from Makeup Forever. It's a really nice powder brush. Really soft. I always like to start off powdering the eyes first before it really creases, because that's where I always crease. And I don't like to do too much powder. I just like to do under the eye and the smile lines. And I'll do a little where my contour is going. And that's basically it. So I'm just going to go with the Park Avenue Princess palette. It looks like this here. And I'm going to go in with Carrot to contour. And I'm just going to take this double-ended brush from Makeup Forever. I don't have the number on it anymore, but it's this one here. It has a contour and a fluffy powder brush on one side. I'm going to go with this really thin blending brush from MAC. I also don't have the number for this anymore. It did fade off, but it's just a really thin blending brush. And I'm going to go with that same shade to contour my nose. So I am going to go in with some bronzer. I'm not going to do any like intense bronzer today, like nothing too crazy. So I am going to go in with the Benefit. This is the Hoola Light. I never thought I was going to like this. I really got this for my like super fair porcelain brides. But I ended up really liking it, especially in the winter when I do get a little bit lighter in skin tone. But just like a really natural looking bronzer. And I kind of like this when I do a little bit more of a natural look. I mean, obviously today we're not going to do a natural look, but I just don't want to do anything too intense with the face. So with the blush, I also really want to kind of go in with a neutral tone. So I am going to go with Tarte. This is in Seduce. I really like this color. Let me show you if I can put it. It's just a really nice natural tone, as you can see. And I am going to go with the other side of that two-ended brush. And I always like to add a little bit of blush on the forehead, a little bit on the nose. Really nice sun-kissed look. So for highlight, I am going to go in with the Smashbox palette. This is Spotlight Palette in Pearl. Really, really pretty and soft. Has three different kind of levels to it. And I think I'm going to go in with all three. But first, I really like to spray down the face before I put on highlight. I'm also going to go in with this Smashbox Centering Citrus Primer Water. That was a mouthful. So I'm kind of going to mix all three shades. And then I'm just going to go back with the blush brush to make sure that it's nice and blended. So I am going to do my brows off camera just because it does take me a little bit longer because I don't really have much to work with. So I will be right back. So good thing I did my brows off camera because that took forever. Okay, so we're going to start on the eyes. And I really want to do like a grungy kind of smoked out kind of brown look. So I think the first thing I want to do, can I help you? So the first thing I'm going to do is take this Makeup Forever kohl pencil in 9K. It's just a super dark brown and she's off in her bed. I'm going to first apply it pretty kind of messy in a way, close to the lash line, like so. And before it sets, I'm going to smudge it in with this brush. This is a Makeup Forever brush, and this is, it looks like it could be a 216. It's just a smudger brush. And I really like to smudge it almost into like a cat line. Not really, but like, you know, kind of angled. I mean, that's the shape that always looks best on me. And I just wanted to create a base with this brown. And with my eyes open, I just wanted to figure out how high up I want to take this brown and like how I want the shape to look with my eyes open. I really like that shape. So I want to do the same thing on the other side. Now because this is like a 90s inspired makeup look, I don't want to go really heavy on my bottom lash line just because I feel like the 90s and 2000s, it was a really like a top heavy makeup look style was kind of thing. Not a lot of people knew to put anything really on the bottom, unless it was just like one of those, like a single black eyeliner or a single brown eyeliner. There wasn't really any sort of smudging at that time. So what I'm going to do is I'm really going to lightly, not go in the waterline, but go on the lash line. And I'm not putting a lot down to smudge, but I just do want a little bit of a color. Nothing crazy. Really want to keep that eye open. Also, I don't want to go on the waterline because I want the eyes to still look big. Not really trying to go for like a night look. A little goes a long way with kohl eyeliner too. Like, don't even realize. So now I'm going to go in with my Morphe Giant James Charles palette. I really love having a lot of color options, so I immediately loved when this came out. I know they used to have an older version of it, and then I think James Charles kind of revamped it. But I think I'm gonna go in with this shade here that's next to the black. It's almost like a reddish brown in a way, and I really want to put that on top to kind of lighten up this dark kohl. So I am going to go in with a flat brush to really stamp down that color. This is just one of those like Urban Decay ones you always got in like the Naked palettes. So I'm going to go in with that shade. And what I really like to do to make sure that the color doesn't fall out is I like to go on the back of my hand and really stamp that into the brush. And I'm really going to focus this on the bottom of the lid, really towards the lash line, and then we can gradually make our way up. So I just really stamped that in, and now I'm just kind of like lightly dusting it up. Now this is going to be more of like a 90s grunge style. A lot of looks in the 90s. She always has to interrupt me in some way. You couldn't hear her shaking. A lot of looks in the 90s are more of like a really light lid with a brownish lip, or like a brown and a nude lip. And I am going to kind of twist that lip into this look today, but I really wanted to go in with a deeper eye. You can see it really brought in that red-brown color. So I just lightly stamped on that reddish brown. Now I am going to go in with the shade next to it, which is this really pretty like chestnut color. I really love that kind of shade. I use it in a lot of my looks. And I'm going to take this blending brush. This is a 785 in the Deli & Tools. This is their Pink Bamboo collection. And I'm just going to lightly take that on the brush. I'm not going to take a lot. And I'm just going to lightly dust that right above. Now this is a really pigmented shade. That's why I only took a little bit. And really take your time blending, especially with deeper shades like this, because you don't want it to look choppy. You want it to look nice and smooth. You really want to just concentrate this color in the crease. And sometimes what I like to do when I want to keep blending but I don't want to add any more color to it is I'll take a clean blending brush and I'll take a little bit of a translucent powder. And I'll kind of blend with the translucent powder to really smooth things out. So I am going to go back in with that darker shade, and I'm going to take a little bit of a thinner blending brush. I'm going to take this one here. It almost has like this like a tapered in blending type of look. This is also Delium, again with numbers rubbing off. So I don't know the number of this, but it's a really nice brush, just super tapered. I'm going to go in with that reddish brown shade. Just a little bit, and really make sure it's blending in seamlessly on the crease. going to go back in with that chestnut color and really blend that. Now for the bottom lash line, I don't want to take that dark shade down. I actually want to take that chestnut color down. So I'm taking this Morphe. It's in M209, and it's just like a nice flat but still blending brush, I would say. I'm taking a little bit of that chestnut color, and I'm just going to super lightly buff that in on the bottom. Now I know in the 90s they really do like an icy kind of highlight on the lid. I am going to just go back in with this highlighter here, this tone. It's not technically icy, but it is like a nice light vanilla color, and I just want to add that to the brow bone. So it's my own twist on a 90s, but see, it just adds like a nice touch. So for bottom mascara, I really like to go in with the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. So this one right over here. It's just a really nice thin mascara wand, so I always love to use this one for bottom. So you can see it just adds like a really nice dramatic bottom lash. I am going to go with the Buxom. This is the Big Tease Mascara. Just a really nice thick wand. And I am going to do the top with this one. So a big staple for the 90s and I would say early 2000s was like, what I always remember is like the brown lip liner with like a really nude lipstick. It always reminds me of like Mariah Carey or like J-Lo, like Jennifer Lopez in The Wedding Planner. Like that's what it always reminds me of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a Morphe lip liner, and this is in Love Bite. It's like a really light brown. I should have gone a little bit darker when I was looking for one, but this will always do. So I'm going to outline the lips with this, and I do like to overdraw my top lip, and I think that was also like a really big move in like the 90s too. Now I might go in with a darker brown eyeliner just to deepen up the line, but I do want to see the contrast between this lip liner and the lip. I am going to go in with a Morphe lipstick to complement that, and this is in Bare All. It is a Mega Matte. So off camera I took actually a little bit of the concealer I used under my eyes, and I took a little bit, dabbed it in the center just to brighten up that lipstick a little bit more, and I really like how that turned out. I really do love this. It kind of reminds me of my cousin when she used to babysit me when I was like 5 in 2000. This was kind of like a lip look that she would do a lot. She was also a makeup artist, so I always like idolized her, and I thought this looked so pretty on her lips every time I saw her. This definitely reminds me of her a lot. I'm gonna see. Now if you want, you can leave it like this. I might deepen it up with a little bit of, this is MAC Costa Riche. It's like a nice warm brown eyeliner, but I do just want to like super softly kind of go over that line just to make it a little bit more intense. I want to see how this looks off camera, so I'll be right back. So what I did off camera with the Costa Riche eyeliner was I didn't do all over with it. I just kind of like lightly, like super, when I tell you super lightly, accentuated the Cupid's bow, and underneath just to really accentuate it. And I really like how that looks, just a little bit more intense if you want to go for more of a 90s look. If you want, I mean, even without the brown addition to it, the Costa Rica edition. I really liked how it looked, like even as an everyday if you really wanted to do a 90s inspired. You can keep this matte, but I am going to go in with this Buxom lip gloss in White Russian. This is probably one of their most popular glosses compared to their Dolly gloss. It's super, super light. I always add this gloss on top of lip looks when I just want to brighten it up a bit. Yeah, I think that looks super pretty. Now you can leave it like this. This is beautiful. This is definitely a 90s inspired look. You're definitely coming across that way, but I really want to bring it to that editorial look, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a gloss on top of my lids. This is the Danessa Myricks Color Fix, and this is their clear glaze. Her clear glaze. I love Danessa Myricks. Her stuff is absolutely beautiful, and I love all of her kind of like her eye creams. So I'm just going to take like a flat concealer brush, and I'm going to super lightly add this. These days are really, really pretty. Alright, so I'm just going to add in my hoop earrings just to complete this look, fix up my hair a bit, and I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I just added some hoop earrings, just fixed up my hair a bit. I'm really, really happy with the way that this turned out. I was planning it all week, like I said, and I was a little nervous to see how the eye would look with the lip, but I think it works. You're definitely getting that like 90s aesthetic across. I'm just really happy with the way this turned out, and I hope that you guys liked it as well. I hope it was easy to follow. Yeah, so if you like this video, please, like, comment, subscribe. It really does help. I really, really do appreciate it. And if you have any suggestions for any other videos, please leave it below. Thank you so, so much. And yeah, bye.